day to all. What if I told you that almost 95% of Indian trade by volume moves through port, yet most investors barely track this sector. This port and logistics sector is very key to modern and future business ecosystem also, because this is the sector which caters and make the goods reach to the customer from one country to another country, from one continent to another continent, and this is the most economical way to transport goods. Today I'm breaking down this port and integrated logistics sectors for you. I will take you through some key data points and focus area which you should definitely track, and that will help you to understand this sector in a better way. What are the driving growths? What are the triggers? All these things I will explain you step by step to make it easy for you. So let's start. When we talk about port and integrated logistics, altogether, if I tell you the current market size, it's somewhere around 240 to 250 billion dollar, and this expected to reach up to 360 to 370, 380 billion dollar by 2030. Expected growth rate for this port and integrated logistics sector will stay somewhere around 7.5 to 8% CAGR by 2030. So this is a very promising sector which you definitely track. Now when I talk about logistics, what all the areas it covers, so let me break it for you. Transportation, either it's by road, it's railway, it's air, by sea. Everything comes in logistics. But when we call about integrated logistics, means one company providing all kind of services, means transportation, then warehousing, freight forwarding, and supply chain management. Because these days the big companies, they don't want to take any hassle for all these subcategories. They want one company to handle each and everything, means point to point delivery. You take from India and deliver me in Africa, you deliver me in Nigeria, you deliver me in Europe, just say like France or Germany, you deliver me in United States of America, and all the hassle, all the headache, each and everything is taken care by this integrated logistic company. Port sector is a key component because as we know, 95% of Indian trade volume moves through sea. If we talk about value, 70% of traded value moves through ports via sea. So this port sector is a part of integrated logistic sector. If I talk about the current capacity of handling by ports, it's somewhere around 2700 million to 3000 million ton, and this is expected to reach up to 10,000 million tons by 2047. So you can see it's almost 3 to 4x growth from here. If I talk about the global merchandise and trading through ports, then almost 80% of trade is handled by the port when it comes to global transaction. Part of it is container traffic because most of these goods moves through container only. So the container traffic growth in India also is expected to increase by CAGR of 7% by 2030. So altogether, if you see, we talk about movement of goods, we talk about port, we talk about container, all these things are going to achieve new highs by 2030, 2040, 2047. If I talk about the current ports in India, there are key ports through which the transfer of goods happens, either it's domestic or it's export. It's Mundra port, you must have heard, then it's Kandla port, then you have in Mumbai JNPT, then Margao port you have, then Kochi you have port, then you have in Chennai you have Tuticorin port, then Kolkata you have one, Haldia you have. So currently we have limited number of ports, but if we want to achieve our 10 trillion economy by 2030 and 30 trillion economy by 2047, we need to increase the number of ports. The government is very serious about it, and to achieve this target, the government is eyeing to set up a mega transit shipment port at Galate Bay, Nicobar. Yes, it's in Andaman Nicobar, and government is going to spend somewhere around 50,000 crore to establish this intercontinental port, and from here the smaller vessels can carry shipments, containers to the smaller ports within India, and this port will cater for the international transit way. The government is also initiating some other programs like Sagar Mala, port modernization and coastal logistics. PM Gatisak, they are coming up with all kinds of expressway, highway, super expressway, and PMO is monitoring directly all these projects to speed up the delivery. Dedicated freight corridor we heard of, many sections are ready and some sections are still under construction. Then national logistic policy, the government is also came up with the new logistics policy where they want to reduce the cost of logistics, because cost of logistics is key. Currently it's in double digit and government want to bring it single digit so that we compete with the global players. Now let me tell you some of the companies who are big players when it comes to port and integrated logistics in India and how they are doing now and what they are planning for future. So the first company is Adani Port SEZ. When it comes to Adani Port, they are a large cap company with the market cap of around 3.5 lakh crore rupees. They are handling around 15 ports in India and currently they are handling around 633 million metric ton per annum of goods across the ports. They are the largest private player in India. If I talk about their current market price, it's somewhere around 1550 to 1650. It's just hovering around that price. If I talk about ROE, return on equity, that's also around 19%. And their key strength is India's largest port network they have, and they had developed their own logistic ecosystem which they are utilizing for domestic as well as international transit. They are handling rail transportation, they are doing warehousing, the container terminals, everything they are integrated with their operations. They had done acquisition for some international ports also, like they had done Haifa port in Israel, then Tanzania they had got, in Sri Lanka they got a port. And if I talk about their future plan, by 2030 they are planning to have multiple ports in Southeast Asian terminals, then Middle East port asset they are acquiring. They are in discussion with African countries to develop logistic hubs. In Europe also they are looking for container terminals, and the part of Europe is Greece, which is in advanced stage, and they are about to finalize this terminal in Greece. Their target is very clear. From here till 2030 they want to be world's number one, and they want to handle 1 billion tons of cargo by 2030. So from here only you can gauge the intensity and the seriousness about the company's future progress. They are determined to achieve 1 billion and go to different countries, different continents when it comes to their operations. Now the second key player is JSW Infra Limited. If I talk about their operations, they are also handling almost 10 plus ports in India. Their current cargo capacity is somewhere around 170 million metric ton per year. If I talk about their market cap, it's around 56,000 crore. They are a mid-cap company and current market price is hovering somewhere around 250 to 300 rupees. If I talk about their PE, it's on the moderate level, 37. Their ROE is also around 17%. Their focus area is to handle bulk cargo, port terminals and integrated logistics and storage. Their future plans is also lined up and they are working on that. They had acquired some of the foreign ports also, like in Vietnam and Indonesia, and they are eyeing for more ports and terminals in Middle East and Africa. So they are also working on their future plans. Now in the list, third company is Gujarat Pipavav Port Limited. If I talk about Gujarat Pipavav, it's a small cap company with a market value of around 7,400 crore. So they are an emerging player in this sector. Potential is there. They are also handling containers, bulk and liquid cargoes. They are trying to acquire new ports, terminals. Their current market price is around 140 to 160. If I talk about their PE, it's around 18 and return on equity is around 17%. And let me also tell you, they are a subsidiary company of APM Terminals. We also know globally they are a part of Maersk Group, who are a global player and handling all kinds of integrated logistic operations when it comes to movement of container, handling port, handling terminals. So everything they are doing, and they are trying to go deep deeper in Indian operations. So that's why they had set up this subsidiary, and then they are trying to expand their operations through this company. It's a small cap company, as I told you. The next in the list is All Cargo Terminals Limited. This is a micro cap company. They are operating in container freight stations now, and soon they are trying to expand their operations in terminal logistics also. Their market cap is very nominal. It's around 650 crores now. With the current market price is around 20 to 30 rupees. Their PE also is around 17, and they are in the expansion mode. So still they are trying to settle down and compete with the big players. It's a micro cap company, as I said. And one thing you need to keep in mind. So these are the only few players. Maybe in future more players will come, because this is a heavy investment sector where you have to do a big capex. So any company, they can't come and start straight away. You need a strategy, you need a long-term plan, and then act accordingly to establish yourself. So very few players are there, but still you can track them. If we have to be a 10 trillion, then export is the key. And do export, you need your own strategical companies who are big players and who are able to handle all kind of cargoes, containers, goods to different countries and continents. That will help you to minimize the transportation cost, because transportation cost is the key. Many times goods is cheaper, but the cost to transport is from one continent to another continent. That's heavy. That makes it more expensive. So it's very critical area where these companies are trying to minimize their transportation cost. So definitely this is the upcoming sector which has a great potential, and for you also there is opportunity. That of course you have to sit for some years for the build up, and after definitely you can see the growth. For more educational and research video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Same time press the bell icon, so whenever I put some video, get straight away. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much.